Hello class 12th. Today I am going to start with this the ape man. Okay. Now in previous video we studied about the early human ancestor including Ramapithecus and Dryopithecus. Now today I am going to start with the ape man. In your syllabus there are three: Australopithecus, Homo habilis and Homo erectus. Now first one, that is Australopithecus, also called African ape man, discovered by Raymond Dart. Okay. Discovered a fossil baby, also called Tong baby. Discovered by Raymond Dart. In Tong baby from 2 million year old Pliocene rock near Tong in Africa. Tong is a place in Africa, so it is called a Tong baby. And after reconstructing the skull, he concluded that it belonged to a form which has directly hominid ancestor of men. He named Australopithecus africensis. Because it's fossil found near the Tuang region in Africa, so its name is Australopithecus africensis. Okay, Africans. A number of other fossils of this form were later recovered from Pliocene and Pleistocene, buried in various parts of Africa. Australopithecus was about 150 centimeter tall. 150 centimeter tall and cranial capacity about 660 cubic centimeter cube. 600 centimeter cube is about 660 to 660 cubic centimeter cube, but its jaw and teeth were like those of men. The structure of pelvis girdle shows that it's walk almost erect. Walking कैसी थी? Erect. Okay. Low forehead, brow ridges projecting over the eye. Brow ridges projecting near the above the eyes and over the eyes, and lack of chin in this Australopithecus, and vertebral column and broad basin like pelvis are the sum of its characteristic feature. It was omnivorous and meat was its main diet. It is omnivorous and meat is the main diet. Okay. And it lives in caves and use pebble and bones as tool for defense and hunting, and live in caves. Okay, and use pebble and bones as a tool for defense and hunting. Australopithecus lived for about 1 million years and gave rise to prehistoric specimen of men, Homo habilis, for about 1.8 to 1.6 to 1.8 million years ago. Now next one is Homo habilis, discovered by Louis Leakey. It is discovered by Louis Leakey. Louis Leakey in 1960, and from the 1.6 to 1.8 million year old Pleistocene rock, and from the Pleistocene rock and of George in East Africa. In fact, the discovered the remnants of the 5 fossils hominid. He named them as Homo habilis. It was 120 to 150 centimeter cube height. It's about 150 centimeter tall. It's 120 to 150 centimeter cube. Its lower jaws lightly built, and the dentition was more like that of modern man. It walked erect and lived on open grassy land. Lived open grassy land and lived in a cages. Grassy land. It was omnivorous and was capable of making tool. Capable of making tool. This one, Homo habilis. Okay. Of stone, and use them for hunting and defense. And after the discovery of Homo habilis, Leakey claimed that the prehistoric man was the nearest ancestor of the man, that is the Ginjanthropus and Australopithecus were merely evolutionary dead ends. Now next one in this ape man, that is Homo erectus. Its fossil was discovered by the Dutch anatomist Eugene Dubois. Eugene Dubois. Okay. Third one, that is Homo erectus, discovered by Dutch anatomist Eugene Dubois. Dubois in 1891 from the 17 million years old Pleistocene rock on the bank of the Solo River. On the bank of the Solo River at Trinil in Dubois in Java. This fossil were a jawbone, found were a jawbone, seventh teeth, part of the skull, and the thigh bone, that is femur. Dubois named the fossil as Pithecanthropus erectus or a Java ape man. क्योंकि ये कहाँ मिला था? That is near the Java, so it is called as Java ape man. Java ape man. Okay, and several other fossils in this form were later discovered in Java, China and Africa, and the original species were as erectus by a mare. The Java man was widely distributed during the early and middle Pleistocene. The Java man stood upright. Height about 150 centimeter, not in cube. Forehead was receding with prominent brow ridges. Brow ridges prominent. Brow ridges prominent, and the heavy jaw were prognathous, protruding forwards, and with almost no chin. The teeth were large but quite like those of the modern man, except larger canines of the lower jaw. The lips were thick and protruding. Lips thick and protruding, and the cranial capacity was about 900 centimeter cube. 900 centimeter cube. Okay, the cranial capacity about 900 centimeter cube. It made more sophisticated tool of stone and bones, including axes. It lived in a small group in caves. Lives in groups. Lived in groups. Lived in groups, and it was omnivorous, probably cannibal. This was perhaps first prehistoric man to make use of fire for hunting. Use fire for hunting and defense and cooking. In this respect, the Java man was much nearer to the modern men than the ape.